There's no one out here, which is part of the reason why I'm not wearing a mask, because I'm the only person in my neighborhood that's outside right now, at least walking. And if I see there are people out here, I do have a mask on me, and I do, I can always just cross the street. But I figured it's nice outside. I'm gonna go out for a walk, maybe bring you all along with me for the walk. So before I had tried to start stream, I was probably a little too close to my house and my phone was trying to connect to Wi-Fi. And then when I got further away, the stream was like, nope. So this will be fun. Yeah, it looks like it's that time where everyone's getting home from work and there's a lot of cars. People probably think I'm a weirdo just talking to myself on the phone, which it kind of feels that way. But yeah, happy Thursday, friends. I hope you're doing well. See how nice it is outside? Like, gotta enjoy this while it lasts, you know? But yeah, just taking I figured I kind of already wanted to do this. Figured to do it with my stream. If I wanted to do like a coffee talk or something like that. But figured if I'm going out walking, I've done this before, just take you guys along for the walk. Anything you want to talk about, anything that's on your mind, give you a chance to vent, because it's nice to be able to have a chance to vent, especially with friends. So don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for, maybe about a half hour or so, depending on how long my walk takes. But yeah, hope you are all doing well. Send you all my best, of course, always. But yeah, and don't know where you are in this part of the world, but hopefully the weather is nice where you are too. And hopefully you get a chance to get outside and enjoy the fall loveliness that's going on. It was cold though, like it's windy here, so it's deceiving. Like it looks super nice and sunny, and then I went outside for a bit because my dad stopped by. I was like, oh, it's cold, so I had to put on like a zip up to go outside. But yeah, I can't tell if anyone's watching because according to my phone, and mobile is never accurate, but my phone says it's 0, so it could be true. Y'all are busy on this Thursday afternoon, I understand. But yeah, beautiful blue skies, got some clouds, got the fall leaves going on, some people decorating already, some people are ready for the election. So yeah, my neighborhood is okay, at least. Like there's a little bit of a mix, but like even after the debate, y'all, I've seen some like more Trump signs going up. So like, come on, like after the debate, like what? So that was part of the, like, I don't know, I feel like it's been a week already and it's not even over yet, and people just need an opportunity to vent. So that's why I want to have some real talk with everyone, give you a chance and a platform to vent about anything. Could be about the election coming up or the debate or your classwork, like I don't care. But yeah, and especially like holidays are coming up, it's that time of year where sometimes it gets harder for people, it gets more challenging. I know for me at least, I do have like seasonal depression and stuff like that, so it was like as soon as the temperature changed, it was like, here it is. And this year in particular, it's like everything's colliding. It's like, seasonal depression plus COVID pandemic depression and just, normal depression and anxiety and all that fun stuff. So it's like, great. Can't wait. But yeah, again, happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. Just kind of hanging out and enjoying the sun before it sets, because it's getting earlier and earlier, and I'm transferring hands right now because my right hand was getting a little tired. But yeah, just chilling, walking through my neighborhood. I'm not near my house, so don't dox me. Just throwing it out there. That does nothing, I'm sure, if people actually wanted to, but just stating it for the record. I need like a selfie stick arm. I mean, my hands seem to work just fine, everything so far this week, I think collectively has just been a lot for people. Even though I didn't even watch the debate and stuff, like even secondhand, just thinking about that and like the state of the country, the state of the world has gotten me feeling certain kind of ways and not in a good sense. So I figured it would be nice to just take a nice leisurely stroll in nature, in suburbia, I guess, and kind of have a little chat and see how everyone else is doing, because yeah, I don't know, just some things happening this week in general. Even for me, like, it wasn't anything like super monumental or crazy happened, but I just noticed a shift. I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing okay. And I don't know why or how it creeps up like that, because I'll be like, it's a little off, and then I'll look around and be like, I haven't showered in like 4 days, and I haven't left my house in like 3, and I've eaten nothing but like comfort food and things that come out of bags. So I'm like, girl, you're not okay. It's like, you may think you're okay, but something's going on. You gotta check in with yourself. So I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to check in and see how everyone is doing on this October 1st. I know fall started, the equinox started on September 21st, but this, especially with the weather, it feels like the official start of fall. So, you know, start of a new season, start of a new month. Check in with yourself, check in general, and see how you're doing. Because I care about you guys. I just want the best. So hope that you are hanging in there. But it's nice to get out. It's crazy to see how much things have changed already. Like how much like the leaves have fallen. You know, all the squirrels and things outside, and all the colors already started. It just like happened so fast. Like I can't believe the year's almost over. Like thank God though, right? A Camaro just like did a U-ey. So that was strange, but yeah, it's nice to see. I mean, at least for me, fall's my favorite season, so I am just glad that so far it's been really enjoyable getting to enjoy the colors, and the weather has been relatively nice. At least here, it was stormy the last couple of days, but today was like the first nice day in a few days, so I was like, I gotta get outside. But the temperature is noticeably colder than it was just a few days ago, so that's probably one of the biggest differences. I just want to, you can see like the colors behind me, which is cool. I'm gonna flip my camera around so you can see like these crazy cool clouds. That's probably like one of my favorite things about like walking around my neighborhood, is that it's like really beautiful. So even if I'm having like a day or having a time, normally I'll have some time to myself and I'll just take myself on a little walk. And then, I mean, I have a tendency to be a really fast walker, but hello, every once in a while I'll kind of stop and admire the sights and the sounds of some neighborhood dogs, apparently. Oh yeah, and this is like a baseball field that I'm walking by, and that was something that was interesting because they started to ease some of the like youth sports restrictions here, and once they let youth softball, youth baseball back on, it's like this baseball diamond would be packed with people and people not wearing masks. It's like cool. It's not like there's a pandemic going on or anything like that. Again, just to preface, like, I know I'm not wearing a mask currently, but that's because there's literally no one else outside. Except for, let me see if you can see him. Except for this little guy, this squirrel. I feel like I'm chasing the squirrel down. Run, little guy. Yeah, so it's literally just me and this guy. And that's about it. But if there were more than just me and that squirrel, I would be wearing a mask, and I have one on me just in case, or, you know, I could literally just like cross the road or something. But in general, I don't know, like people have been kind of mixed around here about their mask usage, and especially being around this baseball diamond. Like there were nights where I would want to take a walk and it'd be just as beautiful as it is right now, and I couldn't because or at least I couldn't go by this part because there's just way too many damn people. Like, look at how nice this is. I feel like I may just keep my camera turned around and like narrate around it because this looks a lot better than my face, or at least that's how I feel. I like my face, but this is just better, you know? Like, can't duplicate this ever again. You know, you can see my face anytime, and in fact you probably will later because I do want to stream. I haven't streamed in a long time, which is part of the reason why I wanted to do this little walk and talk too. Just to give you guys an update where I'm at. But for October I want to do some spooky shit. So I did put it out on my social medias earlier asking for some input on some scary games that you might want to see me try. Definitely open to suggestions. I already have like a handful of ones currently in my library that I want to get through, but if there's something in particular you really want to see me play, feel free to hit me up and let me know what you want to see me try for spooky season. Probably any sort of survival / horror games are the ones I'm going to be gravitating towards, but if there is a wholesome one and not just a super duper scary one, like, I'm totally game for that too. But yeah, if you're just joining in, again, happy Thursday. It's been a week, so I wanted to take a moment to take a nice walk while the weather is beautiful and give you an opportunity to tell me about your week, tell me how you're doing, and vent a little bit whatever you got going on. Like, look at this. Like, the sky is so beautiful right now. Like I said, you don't even need to see my face. Like, it's just so cool. But yeah, real talk walk. Yeah, real talk. I mean, I kind of mentioned it earlier if you weren't on stream, but yeah, this is getting to be, I mean, everyone knows it's been a year, right? But it's getting to be that time of the year where we're entering the holidays, we're entering the colder months, and if you haven't already been isolated, like, this definitely can amplify the feelings of isolation and things like that, and like seasonal depression is creeping up on people. I know it is for me, and wanted to take some time to check in with myself and check in with you guys. Yeah, real talk. I realized that I hadn't left my house in like a few days, and looking around my place, like, just some things were starting to come unraveled, and I'm like, but like, I don't feel like I'm depressed. Like, I got nothing to be depressed about. Like, some really good things are going on in my life right now. Like, of course, like anybody, I have stress, and there are like a few things kind of stressing me out at the moment, but like, all intents and purposes, like, things are really good for me right now. So like, what's going on here? I'm fine. But then I kind of took a little introspective look on like what was really going on, and I'm like, yeah, you know, maybe I'm actually not that fine, because yeah, you know, haven't showered in a few days. Like, I washed my face and stuff and brushed my teeth, so there's that, but you know, just literally the bare minimum. Yesterday, I like didn't leave my bed, basically. I started like canceling plans with friends, which is like also kind of out of character for me. It's like, when I start doing some of those things, it's like a little signal, a little wake-up call that like, hey, maybe you're not as good as you thought you were, so you might want to do something about that, buddy. I know, like, the sun, you probably can't really see me all that well, but yeah, so I wanted to take a moment to get outside, and especially the weather is beautiful today. Like, it was a little deceiving because it's super sunny, but it's not all that warm, so I just had to layer up before I went outside for this beautiful walk. And I'll flip it around again so you can see, like, look at that, just beautiful. So I was like, I knew I had to get outside, but sometimes, you know, the feels make it hard to want to get outside, and I know that's certainly true for me. Like, even today, like, I kind of had to drag myself outside, and not because I didn't want to be outside, it's just sometimes your brain's a dick, and it makes it really hard to just do everyday normal stuff. And I think that is, for a lot of people, that's something that they deal with, me included. So I just kind of want to be real about that. and check in, because I know a lot of my friends kind of deal with some similar issues. So, you know, my experience is not your experience, is not someone else's experience, it's just mine. But I know that I can relate to a lot of people, and there are a lot of people that seem to be able to relate to me, which is really cool. So I've been talking a lot, but I hope that anyone who's watching, or even VOD watchers, you can feel free to comment later or send me a message. Let me know how you're doing. Squirrel. But yeah, even as I was leaving my house, like, again, this week has just been a lot in general for like most Americans who may or may not have watched the debate. And like for me, I didn't even watch it, but that was like a fucking clusterfuck, okay? I didn't even need to watch it to know that it was gonna be like an unproductive mess, and then it did turn out to be that way. But even from everything I was seeing online, it just wasn't good. And yeah, even in the days since then, it's like I've seen a lot of people kind of double down on like what they were already believing or thinking, and even people in the Trump camp. I'm like, how? I don't understand it. Because this guy is a literal fascist and telling, you know, a white supremacist group to stand by. So that's a little terrifying. And so that can stir up some feelings of like unsettledness and fear and anxiety in general, just for the state of the world and the state of the country. And since then, it's like I left my house, and like my next door neighbors are generally nice people, at least they have been to me, because pretty white girl. But yeah, I walked out, they put out like a giant American flag around like 9/11, which it's like, okay. But then I walked out today, and they've got defund / like defend, like the E is over the U part of the sign, but like a defend the police, multiple defend the police signs on their front lawn. It's like, why do you need more than one? But they've got multiple. And then like Trump 2020 throw pillows on their front porch, and it's like, cool. And that like literally just went up probably within the last couple of days, and like since the debate. So it's like cool. So again, if you're just joining, it's a beautiful Thursday afternoon out there, friends. And I wanted to, oh, my camera's out of focus. Hi, Chen. I had a feeling when I saw the viewer count go up, I was like, I feel like this is Chen. But yeah, doing like a little walk and talk situation through my neighborhood, because it's been a week and I was kind of having a bit of a time, and I was like, you know what, I'm sure I'm not the only one, so I'm just gonna take a walk outside while it's really beautiful. I don't know, I just had a feeling, Chen. I'm just intuitive like that. I just knew. But yeah, like take a look at some of the sights and the sounds of this wonderful fall afternoon, check in with you guys, see how you're doing, give you a little update about how I'm doing. And spoiler alert, not that I'm not doing okay, but like I also wasn't okay, or as okay as I thought I was. I think it's just that time of year, you know? It was like literally the seasons changed, like the temperature dropped, and I was like, and seasonal depression, here it is. Hello, friend. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hey, demons, it's me, your boy. So, yeah, I just wanted to give people the opportunity to have a platform to talk, to say hello, to do whatever you need to do. And have it be like a welcoming space where you can talk about what you need to talk about. But I hope you've been well. I know it's been a week. I know when you jumped in, it may have been me talking about the debate, and that's been quite a topic for a lot of people, and something that is really deeply frightening and scary and uncertain. Just, you know, looking both ways as I cross the street like a safe huevo. But yeah, it's been quite a week, so not even just like personal life, but in general, like collectively. And then so you gotta, that's on top of everything else that's already going on, you know? It's like debate and election stuff is like the most pressing recent thing, but then it's like we still have a freaking global pandemic going on, and then like all the unrest going on, and like the race issues that are still being like not addressed and probably being worsened by everything that's going on. So 2020, man, what a freaking time. But like, can you believe it's fall already? Like, we're almost done with the year, which is great. Only 3 months left, but man, hopefully 2021 better be better than this. Hi, Alec. Are you I'm making my way downtown. No, I'm actually currently walking the exact opposite direction of downtown. I am walking west. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Yeah, and I definitely a lot to go through. Yeah, so for me, at least the last few days, last week or so, it's been not only like seasonal depression creeping up, but it's like seasonal allergies too. So I've just been like a miserable mess and like haven't left the house in like 3-4 days, and I'm like, girl, you're not as okay as you think you are. Like, maybe you gotta check in with yourself. And I'm sure from what I've seen, a lot of people aren't doing that great either, so let's just check in with everybody. And it's that time of year too. The temperature drops a few degrees and it's like, it's me, your boy, seasonal depression. So I don't know, I like having these kind of like candid conversations with people because I feel like a lot of people can relate and they kind of enjoy people being real about it. So yeah, if I can give you an opportunity to have a platform that's open and welcoming to chat and talk about it, then I want to do that. So that's part of the reason why I wanted to do like a little walk and talk. And it's beautiful outside. I mean, clearly, as you can see. Been okay, definitely ups and downs though. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm glad that on the whole you're doing okay. I'm sorry for the downs. I know that for everyone, like, we all go through ups and downs. I'm glad that you're doing collectively okay. Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason why at first it didn't really register that maybe I wasn't as okay as I thought I was, because for the most part lately, I've had a lot of good things happen for me. So I'm like, if I got to be like depressed about what I got, I'm almost like I'm diminishing my own feelings and like gaslighting myself in a way, because I'm like, girl, you're fine. Like, you got nothing to worry about. Like, this is going well for you, that's going well for you. It's like, yeah, that one thing is like kind of stressful, but is that really why you haven't left the house in 3 days, girl? It's like, like maybe something else is going on. So I think that happens. Like, people distract themselves and try to do everything else, but focus on themselves or focus on like the uncomfortable feelings that they probably need to feel, and they just push that deep down inside and just don't talk about it, don't think about it. So, yes, give me lighter Spider-Man news. That'd be great. What's going on with Spider-Man? I saw the Binding of Isaac stuff, and that seems super exciting. All the creepy indie game fans out there, I'm very, very excited about the new Isaac stuff. Especially now that we're heading into spooky season. Hell yeah. Always good to take time for self-reflection, self-care. Yeah, and I totally agree, Chen. And I think that even though I fundamentally like know that, I don't know, like sometimes I feel like I am doing it, and then I'm like, I'm really not though. Are you though? Are you though? So I think that's part of the checking in with yourself. You got to be real with yourself too. Trying to see how I can cross the street safely. But yeah, give me all the news. Give me the lighthearted stuff. Give me all the stuff that you're dealing with too. I want to hear it all. This is an open chat, open discussion about anything you want to talk about. And I know I feel like I've been kind of rambling a little bit, but it's just nice to get outside. And again, it's beautiful. I hope that it's just as nice wherever you are. Jamie Foxx is back as Electro. Yes! Hell yeah! That is awesome. He is such a great addition to the MCU. So that is really great news. Oh wait, what? I was like, Jamie Foxx is like doing The Binding of Isaac. I was like, that doesn't seem right. I was like, I don't I don't know about that. But yeah, happy Thursday to everyone. I hope you are all hanging in there. It's been a week, so I wanted to give y'all a chance to talk about it. Right now it's kind of interesting because it's rush hour, so I'm gonna cross the street in front of this man so he doesn't run over me. Oh, got a couple cars just walking real fast. Don't mind me. But yeah, we're closing in on the election, which is kind of scary. And a lot of people may or may not have watched the debate and felt things about it. I know I certainly did. Another lighter note, it was my birthday on Tuesday, yes. Happy belated birthday, Chen. I know I said happy birthday on your birthday, but happy belated birthday. I'm glad that you took time to chill and relax, especially for your birthday. Heck yeah. That's really great, dude. It's actually nice out. It poured all day at work. Oh, man. Yeah, it's been stormy here the last couple of days, and so as soon as the weather broke, I was like, I have to get outside today, like, no question. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna flip it around so y'all can see, but like, it's so nice outside. So, I mean, I hope that wherever you are, it's just as nice, and if you get the chance to go outside, even just for a few minutes, it can be really nice and really good for you. But yeah, I think collectively in general, there's just a lot of bullshit going on right now. So it's like on top of everything else that you may already be feeling, just like on a personal note, a personal level, it's like then you got the BS going on with the election, which is like really terrifying in real life and scary for a lot of people. And then you've got, yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, Chen, but yeah, I think going for a walk is never a bad idea. Especially like the weather's changing, like I don't know how it is where you are, but it's cooler, but still like really beautiful outside, so definitely ways to appreciate it for what it is. But yeah, it's like all the collective fuckery of 2020 is just happening right now. It's like we got the election coming up, which is really real life and terrifying and scary and potentially life-threatening for some people. And then you've got the pandemic, which is also terrifying and scary and like potentially life-threatening for a lot of folks. And then you've got the racial issues that are not being addressed in America and a lot of the world right now. And that is potentially life-threatening and scary for a lot of folks. So we got a lot of real life scary stuff going on right now, which is why I was like, it's time for some real talk. At least for me, this is the time of the year where it's like seasonal depression kicks in, so I'm sure I'm not alone in that. And again, it was like everything for the most part in my life right now is going great, so like what have I got to be depressed about? I'm like, it's that time of year though. Like, it's literally just nothing. It's like the change of the seasons, and then my brain decides to be a dick. So, bit hot, but not bad enough where I can't go for a short walk. Well, if you do go outside, Chen, I hope you have a lovely walk. And yeah, even though it's a bit warm, so you can always come back, have like a nice cool drink or something. But yeah, especially as the weather's changing, it's nice to be able to appreciate the seasons, or at least that's what I like about living in the Northeast, is like we get seasons. I'm gonna like, we got these beautiful fall colors to appreciate, and like the sky is like really pretty. It's like, this is the kind of stuff I love. Like, at least for me, fall is my favorite season. And I like being able to live in a place where I can experience the different seasons. Like, I don't know, I've always wanted to see California and maybe even potentially live there for like a short period of time, but I don't know if I could actually like settle down in California or a place like that where like the weather is just the same all the time, because then you don't appreciate it. Like, someone like me, if I were to visit California, then I'd be like, wow, like the weather's so beautiful and so great, but then you live there all the time, it's just like more of the same. Kind of gets routine and like boring after a while. But here it's like something different every day, which I like. I think 2020 just really laid bare all of the different things going on. Yeah, it is really discouraging. I know. Yeah, autumn is beautiful. Pumpkin spice latte. Agreed. I also am a huge cider fan, whether that's, you know, regular apple cider or like adult cider. I really love apple cider. Some people would say it's the superior drink, but I don't discriminate. I love me a pumpkin spice latte as well. But yeah, nice to enjoy all of the autumn things. I always thought that was funny too, like living in a warm climate and people put out like their holiday decorations, whether that's Halloween or Christmas or whatever, and it's like 70, 80 degrees. It's like palm trees, and then it's like trying to feel Christmassy or like in the season. It just isn't the same. It wasn't until I lived in Seattle for a while I got to experience the seasons. Yeah. And for me, like I just grew up with that, so I guess in that sense I kind of take that for granted. Whereas like people could be a full-blown adult and not experience snow for the first time until they're like in their 20s. They're like, oh my god, it's snow. And I'm like, I get like 3 feet of this in a day. Like, what are you talking about? I was born in an igloo. I eat snow for breakfast. No. And I wash it down with Tim Hortons. I was born with ice skates on my feet. No. I feel like that is a lot true for a lot of people who may be born in Buffalo or like near Canada. It's like, yes, maple syrup, maple trees. We are born with ice in our veins. But yeah, anyway, I enjoy the seasons quite a lot. Trying to figure out a way I can safely walk and cross and things while paying attention to you and my surroundings. It's a challenge. Going to cross. Hi, friends. Just really loud traffic. But yeah, Chen, you brought up a really good point, is that like this year in particular, I think it was just a lot of things that culminated at once that really kind of highlighted the situation, and the situation's not great. And there's a lot of people out there who refuse to acknowledge that the situation isn't great. So it's like, cool. So like that's just really dismissive and like gaslighting in a lot of ways, because it's like, no, like objectively the situation is not good for a lot of folks, but then for the people that it does not affect, they want to keep their blinders on and keep their heads in the sand because it doesn't affect them. And they're like, oh, well, what do you mean it's bad? Like, it's not bad. It's like, just because it's not affecting you doesn't mean it's bad, or not bad, rather. So yeah, a lot of people out there, too many, who do not practice empathy, don't have understanding, and for me at least, like, I don't understand how people can be that way, but not everyone is me. Hello. Like, there are puppies. Shh. Pet the pooches. Ooh, like walking by now, I just got like a big like whiff of like fall leaves. Like that's something where I probably wouldn't want that in like a candle, but it's nice to experience when you are outside. Just the smells of being outside. But yeah, just a lot of things going on. So whatever's going on for you, doggos, I know. And in a normal situation, I probably would have seen if I could pet them. But, you know, quarantine, like pandemic Rona times, we can't do that. So I'm going to flip it around again because it's just really pretty outside. Show you guys a little bit of the beautiful sky and the fall colors going on now in my neighborhood. But yeah, I know this is like a little bit of an unconventional stream, like just chatting situation, but I wanted to check in with you guys. It's been a few weeks, so I wanted to say hi and get out in this beautiful weather and see how everyone was doing. At least for me, like, it was a little bit more of a week than I thought it was. It was like, you know, I realized I was kind of distracted when it came to like work and just like my life in general. Like, I canceled plans with people, like I just hadn't left the house in a few days, and I was like, yeah, maybe you're not as good as you thought, homegirl. You gotta do something about that. So I did. I got outside, and it's not a perfect solution, but it helps. I definitely want to get back on stream tonight. Since it's October, I want to, you know, play some spooky games. So if there's something in particular you want to see me play, see me try for spooky season, let me know. Got some spooky decorations. I mean, that flag is probably the spookiest of all decorations, but we'll just ignore that. It's like, oh, look at the pleasant decorations, and then like you got one that's a really scary decoration. Thank you, Chen. I'm glad I took some time to take care of myself too, and you all should do the same. Yeah, this week was super weird, and like I said, it didn't quite hit me that it was a weird week until there was just like a lot of collective things going on. I was like, huh, like that's funny. Like, haven't left the house in a few days. Hi. Bobo Mojo, storm coming in, nice fresh air. Yeah, I mean, it certainly does look that way, doesn't it? So it's like I definitely want to get outside before. It's been stormy here the last couple of days. Oh yeah, thank you, Alec. I have to change Moobot. That's how long it's been since I've been on stream. I need to fix that because it's not September anymore. But yeah, storms seem like they're rolling in. They've been here the last couple of days. So I wanted to get outside and enjoy it before it started downpouring again. I'm legit pretty sure there's a woman down the street who's vacuuming her leaves. I could be wrong, but you know, like, you do you, girl. If that's more efficient for you, then you do you. But yeah, it's important to take care of yourself, and I'm glad that I did a little bit. I mean, like, that's why, like, the stuff that was happening, it was really small kind of collective stuff, and it kind of crept up on me. It's like, you know, I was doing the little things to take care of myself, like, you know, washing my face, brush my teeth, like that kind of stuff. But then it's like, yeah, but you also haven't left your house in like 3 days. Maybe you should do that. Safely, of course. Used to play a game called Guess Where I Am, streaming like this. Used to travel a lot. That's cool. I was like, let's not get run over by a pickup truck today. I saw a Biden-Harris sign. That's cool. I'm like, hey, my people. Vacuuming leaves, is that a thing? Some people do vacuum their lawns for some reason. Another Biden-Harris sign. Okay, here are my people. Apparently I need to live on this street. Apparently. So, yeah. What a time. Man, like, what a week, what a year. 2020. It's just collectively been a lot. I mean, it's just so crazy. And like, check this out. Like, what is that? What are those? What is that? All the things you see walking around. My neighborhood's a little kooky too. A squirrel like literally just ran out in front of me, and he's gone now. That was scary. I guess as scary as squirrels can be, but always good choice to avoid pickup trucks. Yeah, I agree, Alec. I agree. Yeah, there's a lady who, most of the time I see her when I am walking down this street that I'm currently on. She legit is like the Pied Piper of ducks. Like, I'm not kidding. I've walked by and seen her by the creek, and she has like a whole squad that like follow her around, and I'm like, what is happening? I happened to catch her one time, and I think it's because she feeds them. So she had like a real Mary Poppins feed the birds moment, and she was, you know, dropping bread down, and the whole squad came out. It was like really cool, but it was like really, I was like, what is happening? people in my neighborhood, man. Just, you never know what you're gonna see. John, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 11 months. Oh my gosh, thank you. I know, it's almost a year. It's so crazy. Welcome. Happy Thursday. We're having a little walk and talk. I can't talk because I've been talking for like a half hour collectively. Little walk and talk. So, talking about mental health, seasonal depression, taking care of yourself, the debate, the election, people being crazy. So the whole gambit. If there's anything you want to talk about, or, you know, people were sharing some good news. If there's some good news you want to share, feel free to share it. New job. Oh no, I didn't give an update on my job. I can though. So very close to a year. Welcome. New job is actually going really well, which is part of the reason why, even though I was kind of like going through a week, it didn't really hit me, because like things, for all intents and purposes, are kind of going well. The job has been an adjustment. So for those of you who don't really know, I was working in the news for about 5 years, and a lot of people assume that I was a reporter. I was not. I did behind the scenes stuff, you know, for obvious reasons, because I like to do shit like this, like shave my head and like have purple hair, and they don't like that kind of stuff on air. But yeah, and then I quit because that job was sucking the soul out of my body, and especially with everything going on, like the politics and like out of the office and inside the office. Like I just couldn't do it anymore, so I left. And then I did some odd jobs for a little bit, and now I have a job in healthcare. But it's like doing communications work for one of our local hospitals, and specifically their transplant department, which our transplant department here at this particular hospital mainly focuses on patients with kidney disease. So like kidney failure, people on dialysis, like those kinds of transplants. Not like a heart transplant or anything like that. So yeah, that's been really good. Inwoods, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate you being here. This is like a really unconventional stream for me. I haven't done a walk and talk stream in like months. Hey, healthcare worker buddies, yeah. I know, Chen, I know that you work in healthcare as well. You actually do like more medical stuff than I do. Me, I'm a word nerd, so I tell people about what my department is doing. Hello, Inwoods, welcome. Thank you for the Prime sub. Yeah, so that job has been good. It's been quite an adjustment from the job that I had been doing. And like the news was just very extremely fast paced, as you can imagine. Like a lot of information, a lot of things changing like constantly. And what I noticed about this new job is how slow everything goes. Like ridiculously slow, and just the level of like chain of command things that like has to pass through to get approval to do stuff. So like, for example, last week I was like, oh my god, so one of the things I have to do is they want me to be in charge of the department's like social media pages, and spent the better part of a morning and afternoon for hours debating whether or not a Facebook post that I had drafted was good to post. And then we were like CCing in like other people through like this email chain. It's like, oh, maybe so and so should take a look at this and see what they think. And then at the end of it, it was like 5 hours. It was like, okay, it was good to post as is. And I was like, like, okay, like if that's how you want me to spend my time, you are paying me for it. So, okay, if that's what you want. I'm just gonna flip this. Ooh. Like, check out these decorations. Like, what is that? What are those? What are those? It's getting spoopy. It's spoopy season, y'all. My neighborhood is ready. Ooh. There's a mannequin in the back. I was like, I cannot tell if that's a real person or a mannequin. What are those? Oh. The things you see, you just never know. Get outside, enjoy a walk in the fall today. Brought to you by play 60. No. So yeah, the job has been a process, a learning process, just realizing how different it was from the field that I had been working in, but it's a lot of good changes. I've been able to work from home for the most part, in office only a few days, and so that's been nice. And it's like, for the most part, I can pretty much make up my own schedule as long as I get the stuff done that I need to. So if I wanted to work like 9 to 5, 8 to 4, 10 to 6, like, or just, you know, work some, take a break, and then just work some more, like, that has been really nice to have that kind of flexibility, which I did not have in my job before, like, absolutely not. So that's been really cool. So really long answer, job has been going great. Of course, no job is perfect, but this is leaps and bounds better than what I had been dealing with. So I'm happy for that. Yeah, thank you. I hope that you've been well too. I know that you've been dealing with a lot of different stuff, so I hope that things have gotten somewhat better. And if they hadn't, I hope that they do get better. What else is going on? Like I said, I haven't streamed in a while. It's been a few weeks because when I haven't been working, I've been either taking weekends to myself or doing some traveling and stuff, spending time with my boyfriend, which has been really great. So yeah, it's been a few weeks, but I'm ready to kind of jump back in and do some streaming stuff and do some stuff for spoopy season. Yeah. But yeah. What else is going on? How is everyone doing? I kind of want to go down that street again because it's like really cool looking, real pretty. See some of the fall colors. What have you been up to, guys? I want to know how everyone else is doing. I've done a lot of talking. But yeah, and again, I haven't been on in a few weeks, so this was a little unconventional, but I wanted to do something different. Give you guys a chance to vent and tell me how you've been doing, what's been going on. Because I know collectively, it's been kind of a week. We're starting a new season, starting a lot of new things, so just wanted to take a chance to reset. These clouds look kind of ominous though, don't they? So it probably won't be on stream all too much longer, at least for right now. I do want to stream later though. I haven't decided which spoopy game I'm playing yet, but I'm playing a spoopy game because it's October and because fall. And it's scary season. Yeah, these clouds look really cool though. Like the wind is definitely picked up. Like I haven't caught the forecast today because I don't work in the news anymore. But hi Olaf. Preparing streams for spooky stuff, music stuff. You're learning uke. That is super fun. Uke is a lot of fun. I realized when I was taking guitar lessons like how similar some of the uke stuff is to guitar, except it's a lot easier in a lot of ways. Green Day is actually very fun to play on uke. I can imagine. That sounds really fun. Yay, some good news. All the fun, good news things. I'm here for it. I mean, I'm here to really talk about anything because that was kind of the nature of this stream, was to be some real talk. Like, just showing the cool stuff. You guys have seen enough of my face. I'll turn it around eventually, but it's like the sky is doing some really cool stuff, so I'd much rather look at that personally. But like I said, the wind for sure definitely picked up, so I'm just kind of vamping here as I'm walking around my neighborhood, not making my way downtown, so I can still hang out and talk to you guys before I end the stream. Music stream when? I know, Alec, you're doing all this cool stuff to rebrand your stream and like doing all this cool stream stuff. So I'm excited to see where that continues to go, dude. Literally played the uke for 4 hours. Yeah, I believe it. That's how it is when you get into music stuff too, or art stuff. It's like you start it and then all of a sudden it's like, ooh, and a whole evening has gone by. Okay. yeah, forgive me if I'm rambling, guys. Like, I didn't know how long this was going to go on for, truthfully. And I probably should head back soon. But while it was so beautiful outside, I just want to get out here and take a little walk and have a little walk and talk chat with everybody. See how y'all were doing. It's been a stressful week for a lot of people. Just scary and anxiety inducing in general. So wanted to see how everyone was doing. I mean, the sky certainly looks better going that way, but then like, oh, it's getting kind of better. I'll turn it back on me and make my way downtown, aka make my way back to my house. But yeah, it's I'm glad to hear that there's some good things going on for you guys too. Like, really glad to hear that. That's cool. And again, it's spoopy season, so if there is a game that you want to see me try that you really think will scare me, feel free to give me a suggestion. I mean, I'm be like, thanks, I hate it, but I will try it. I will play it. There's a handful of games that I had already bought in my library like last year to do like spooky stuff with, or like I got it for, you know, like a Friday the 13th or whatever. I have like a Slender Man game. I've got Outlast 1 and 2. I've got Resident Evil, The Evil Within. I think that's the only stuff I can think of off the top of my head that I haven't tried yet, that I definitely will be playing within the next few weeks. And yeah, don't know what my stream schedule is going to look like, because all the weeks coming up are going to be varied with like what I got going on with work and like other plans and stuff. So we'll see if I can keep to some sort of schedule. You want to see me try Kingdom Hearts? I still have a lot of grinding to do, John, so I can do a Kingdom Hearts stream. Actually, might not be a bad idea to kind of break things up from all the scary stuff. So, and I haven't touched Final Fantasy X in, gosh, months, so probably want to do that. The leaves are changing. It looks so nice. Yes, you did. Yeah, you gave me a couple good suggestions, Alex, so definitely gonna look into that, because that game looks super cool, and like I said, you weren't the only one that suggested it, so definitely we'll have to take a look and see what I can do about that. Yeah, I don't know if it's on the PS4. I'll have to see, because just because of my computer situation. While I'm getting closer to figuring some things out, some other things have presented issues, so I don't know if I can do like a PC stream quite yet. I mean, I have my laptop, but that chug-a-lugs along when I try to stream, and I've had audio issues, so it's gonna be a challenge until I can actually get a PC. But thank you for hanging out, Jen. I hope you have a good walk. Thank you for hanging out. And I will see you later. And actually, it's probably not a bad time for me to wrap up stream myself, or at least this one, and kind of get on with some things for the evening that I need to do. And then hopefully jump back on stream in a few hours with some spoopy games. Like I said, I haven't decided what I want to play yet. I'm either going to do... This is like what I was on the fence debating what to do, because I was either going to do start Outlast, because I have Outlast 1 and 2 already, but do Outlast, or do the Slender Man game, which I assume that one will be shorter, because like the way that I want to do it, I want to try to play as many spoopy games this month as I can. So anything that's like a one and done kind of thing where I can play in a night and have it be done and move on to another game, that's kind of what I want to do, instead of spending, you know, hours and hours and hours like playing the same game, which like I'm okay with that too. But like if I do not have to split it up into multiple streams for the same game, I'd prefer to do that. Pal, I'm glad that you've been lurking. I hope that you are well. It has been a lovely day. Yeah, see you later, Alec. I hope to see you, and if not, I hope you have a good rest of your evening. But yeah, thank you for saying hi, pal. Yeah, I've been having a really good day, and certainly got better once I got outside and started walking around. I have no idea what the weather's like around you, but here at least it's like fall-like, and it's cool. You see the leaves changing. It's been stormy the last couple of days, but like even though it's sunny, I just want to get outside and enjoy the season. But yeah, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you later where I'll be playing something spoopy. If not, I hope you have a great Thursday and a good rest of your week. Bye!